How's it going? Welcome back to MLM Warrior Mindset. And today I want to talk to you about being an entrepreneur and what it takes to really win and being an entrepreneur. Having the right mindset. Because a lot of people don't have the right mindset, and that in turn puts them out of business before they even get started. So, what do I mean by that? Really quickly, let me show you an example. For most people coming online, coming from the offline arena, struggling, wanting that success so bad, they get led around by the next shiny object. And here's what that means. When I first came online, the first course I've ever taken was Dagan Smith. And I became a part of the inner circle, and I've been a part of the inner circle ever since then. But I remember in one of Dagan's trainings, he said the problem with the online world is too many leaders. And what he meant by that was you have too many people over here that's ready and willing to train you on how to do something. And if I don't like what Dagan said, or whatever the case may be, I can just go over here to this leader and then go to that leader, go to that leader, go to that leader, and keep going. And it's basically like me just bouncing around. And what happens ultimately, which Dagan didn't tell me this part, so if he watching this video, then he should add this in. But what happens is it wind up costing me $20,000 in a 2-year period of time. And what that simply means is this. I've spent over $20,000 chasing the next shiny object that comes along. And I'm going to give you a real world example of what I mean, because you really need to grasp this point. Because when we started out in the online arena, we came online for what? What was our goal of coming online? For me, I wanted to teach. I wanted to teach my team, to be specific. I wanted a place my team can plug in and get some training, because I wasn't agreeing with the training that my company was providing, because I felt like all network marketing companies, when it comes to their trainings, I think they miss the ball. They teach on synthesis, which is the highest level, but if a person don't understand that form of teaching, you really can't teach it. Plus, on top of that, it's just complex. I'll probably do a video on that next time, but it's a very complex thing, and we getting off topic. Basically, I came online to teach, and I came online to learn how to generate my own leads, because the one thing that I've learned from being in the inner circle is if you don't control your own leads, then your business is doomed to fail, period. And the next thing, the next reason why, after being online, was I realized I needed to become an affiliate of something, because I needed to have a passive income coming in to boost my marketing. So I wanted to use this money to boost my marketing budget, which it didn't necessarily work out like that. So these are the 3 reasons why I came online. These are the main 2 reasons, but after being online for a little while, I developed this one, which was creating a passive income to boost my marketing campaign. Because that's when I really started learning about how people was actually generating leads and getting people into their business. So here's the whole reason why I came online. Let me show you what happened. What I did was I opted into Dagan's list. I opted into Magnetic Sponsoring list. I opted into Jonathan Budd's list. I opted into Michelle's list, Michelle Pasmomino. I opted into so many other lists, like I can't remember them all. All I know is every day up until recently, I was getting some type of buy this now type deal. And we definitely can't leave out the king of buy everything, David Wood. So, excuse me. I was on all these people lists. And here's the problem with this. When you're on these people lists, Dagan, solo guy, which is solo ads, banner ads, and Google PPC. Like, this is what you're going to learn for Dakin. Magnetic sponsoring is a training. So you're going to learn a little bit of everything. So you're going to learn ad copy. You're going to learn blogging. You're going to learn prospecting. You're going to learn a little bit of everything with magnetic sponsoring. You're going to learn how to create your own product. And you're going to learn so much more. With Jonathan Budd, I know Jonathan Budd from being a Facebook guru when it comes to Facebook. Michelle is known for Facebook. Although since SEO traffic cipher, since SEO something, I forgot what I bought, but since that course, Michelle has been dipping a little bit more into SEO. And these people over here, David Wood, I knew him from MLSP. At the time, he was saying buy Traffic Geyser, which now, he got Empower Network, him and the other David. So, here's the thing, and this right here is just the other miscellaneous offers that I get to my email account all the time. Here's the thing, I'm on all these lists, and the problem with these lists is, if you look at it, the only two people that's the same is Jonathan Budd and Michelle Plastamino. And there's nothing wrong with any of these people lists. The problem comes in when you don't have the right mindset or the right entrepreneurial mindset to understand what you're doing wrong. And for me, that's what I had to understand, what I was doing wrong. And this is what I was doing. I was trying to learn solo ads. I was trying to learn banner ads. I was trying to learn Google PPC. I was trying to learn how to prospect, blog, do ad copy, Facebook, easy SEO, MLSP, and Empower Network all at the same time. And the problem with this is, what I had to realize is, every time I stopped or walked away from the inner circle for a minute, what would happen is I would start all over. And that's the problem. When you do something, you start all over. And the problem with that is, you have to give yourself time to develop new skills. If you're not giving yourself time to develop new skills and you're just going to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next, then it becomes a problem, because now you're at a place where you will always be trying to have success and you're not having success, and you're trying to figure out why. The main reason why you're not having success is because the people whom you decide to listen to. That's the first and foremost. As an entrepreneur, you have to trust your own decision. If you don't trust your own decision, then you're not going to have any success as an entrepreneur. And that's the main reason that slowed down my success. Was I able to get #1 rankings? Yes. Was I able to make sales? Yes. Was I able to get people to call my phone? Yes. But imagine how much more I would have had if I would have just focused on the inner circle, or if I would have just focused on Facebook, or if I would have just focused on prospecting, or if I would have just focused on MLSP lead generation. I would be so much further than I am now. And that's why I'm sharing this with you, because I think when we first come online, we don't know anything. So we naturally assume that if this person is a 6-figure or 7-figure earner, then they know more than I do. So if I want what they have, common sense tells me to do what they do. But the problem with that philosophy of do what they do is, what they doing might not necessarily be what you're into. And what I mean by that is, solo ads, I like them. Facebook, I like it, but I don't like it. And what I mean by that is, I already understand that Facebook is the fastest way to make money online through PPC. But what I didn't like about it was, I wasn't having that much success with my ads. But it's funny, because I thought I wasn't having success. I was only getting 10 leads a day from Facebook. What I found out was, most people wasn't even getting 10 leads. So where I thought I was going bad or doing something wrong, I turned out I was actually making a lot of success. So when I dropped Facebook PPC as a whole, I started all over. I went from generating 10 leads a day to back to generating 1 or 2, 3 leads a day from my autoresponder. And what that did was, in essence, made me go out and look for the next shiny object that'll fill the void that I was having. So let me show you how that look in real life. Right now, we about to head over to my website. And with my website, people ask me, I get a lot of emails on why I don't recommend products. And this is the main reason why I don't recommend products. What happened was, I went to M Magnetic Sponsoring. In Magnetic Sponsoring, you see only got one lead from Magnetic Sponsoring. It's not Magnetic Sponsoring fault, it's my fault. Why? Because I bought all these products and I spent all this money with them, and I did not take the time to learn what it is they was trying to teach me. What I would do is, I will open up a product, and then they'll tell me, well, you need this type of software if you want to build your backlinks, or you need this or you need that. And I will pause it, go buy that, come back to it, and now I'm trying to figure out how to work that software and get the training at the same time. Alpha Networker, same thing. One of the best products up in here is Alpha Networker, and I have yet to finish that. And is it Alpha Networker fault? No. They did an excellent job with the trainings, but because I didn't have the right mindset, I didn't actually take advantage of what I had already spent my money on. So let's bounce over to another one. MLM Zing, and this is in no particular order. What I did with MLM Zing is, I watched the trainings, I tried to find out if it's anything that could teach me new. And I'm the type of person that if I'm watching something and I already know it, I tend to want to fast forward. And because I don't allow myself to fast forward through that, I'll zone out. So I'll miss the little parts that I didn't know. But I looked at MLM Zing, it said Video Traffic Academy, and I was thinking, like, I'm doing video marketing as well as blogging, so it makes sense for me to check that out. So of course I wind up buying that. And then when I got here, it told me, the resources area told me I had to buy something else. So of course I went out and bought Tube Toolbox, which was a $147 product. Then after that, Andrew Murray from MLM from right here told me that Oprius was a good piece of software to use to do follow-ups. So I said, okay, I'll buy that, which I can show you how the inside of that look, because it's not really anything up in there private at the moment. I already checked. So I looked up in here, and guess what? I bought this. Now, all of this stuff that I'm showing you, I don't have a problem with any of it. If I had to do it over again, I would still buy these, but I wouldn't buy them until I mastered the first one. And that's the whole point of this video, is to show you how, if you continue to follow every single shiny object, you'll have problems. Like, you won't have any results. You'll always be in the red, and you'll be frustrated. Seriously. SEO Networker. I bought this. It got to the point where I was buying so much stuff, I had to choose between Cross Channel Mojo and SEO Networker. And in my head, I thought that since Cross Channel Mojo was a $2,000 product, it would be better than SEO Networker. Comes to find out, I didn't really care for Cross Channel Mojo, but hey, the money was gone. I spent the $2,000, right? So I might as well get the trainer, right? In actuality, Cross Channel Mojo is more so all about how to market, how to use a piece of software, how to training you how to go out in your marketplace and leverage the software that you bought from them. So it's basically, this $2,000 product is basically selling you on $100 a month product to a $400 product a month. That's basically what it's doing. SEO Networker, I liked SEO Networker, but I think if I was a beginner, then I would have liked it more. I felt like this training was a little bit it was a little too basic for me. I wanted to go a lot deeper into SEO, and this didn't do it for me. Now, for a new person, would I recommend this? Yes, I would recommend it because it's a great product. But you also have to remember, most of this stuff that's up in here now, with the exception to SEO Processor, I bought SEO Processor because I was on a training in a webinar with the MLSP brothers, and they told us to buy SEO Processor, so that's what I did. And that's the point I'm making. Like, If you try to buy every single thing that people tell you to buy or follow the masses, here's another one, Dominating Local. This one I bought because they told me that it's basically putting the blog on autopilot, and you can use this to build up your authority to your main blog by shooting backlinks from that site to this site. It's basically like getting into a deep spider web of links. Then I bought 7-Figure Networker because I watched the video and it just told me to buy it. I liked the video, so I bought it. Get Traffic 3.0. Bought that because it was Jonathan Button. He said this is how you drive traffic. And he said Facebook was the next big thing. So I just bought it just because I didn't want to be left out. I wanted to be on the cutting edge of knowing everything that's going on in the marketplace. And the problem with that is you can't know everything. The next one is I Am Tool Suite. I bought this and I will never get with the I Am Tool Suite because it's an awesome marketing platform and it saves me a lot of money by having all of the tools I need. And the number one thing or tool that I should have stayed with is Maximum Leverage Inner Circle. As you can see, I'm still a part of Maximum Leverage Inner Circle down here. But what I found out is that had I listened to Dagan when he said the problem with most people that come online is they bounce around from guru to guru, he would have saved me like $20,000. And the reason for that is because with Dagan, it's not really no upsells involved. Like if he show you a video, he don't say now go buy this. No, if you in the inner circle is this is what it is, this is what you got, and you don't have to go buy that because it's already available to you. Let me show you where you can find it at. That's the type of trainer Maximum Leverage is. That's the type of trainer Dagan is. And I made this to say this. Being an entrepreneur is more than just listening to a person who's where you want to be. You have to be able to make the decisions for yourself, be them right or wrong. Part of being an entrepreneur is making mistakes. Most people try to avoid their mistakes, and that's impossible. Only thing that does hold you back. A real entrepreneur makes their mistakes, get up, brush themselves off, learn from that mistake, and move on and use that lesson they learned later on in their life as an entrepreneur. And that's the goal of what I'm trying to teach you today. And a good book to read is The Midas Touch by Donald Trump and Robert Kiyosaki. That book like literally opened up my mind to like all the stupid stuff that I was doing and wasn't making any sense. So just to make sure you see the big picture, which I'm sure you see it now, but I want you to look below this video and you're going to see another video. And on that video, I'm going to be on my PC showing you all the software that I done paid for because in somebody training, they told me to buy a piece of software. So I did it. All right. So this is Willie from MLM Warrior Mindset saying, go to the next video.